Hey boardies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. I'm doing a how to set up, play and review for the game Menara. Now this was carefully balanced on the weighing scales here because this is a balancing game. It's a dexterity game for 2 to 4 players, I believe, and it has various levels of difficulties, easy, medium and hard. The rules are in German and in English. I've been very kindly borrowed to do a video for this, having just played it as a co-op. Just played on medium and actually happened to win the game. Has a classic bit of peril in it where, of course, we did not know if we were going to win. So there are various tiles in here. We are looking to build a temple. Deep inside the green hell of Menara, you discover wondrously shaped fragments of an ancient structure. These make your explorer's heart beat faster. Many thousands of years ago, there must have been a temple on this place. What might it have looked like? Would it be possible to reconstruct it? To accomplish this, you have to work together. Strange glyphs decorate the remains of the ancient masonry, and mysterious construction plans of the temple tower have turned up. It is all a primitive curse upon this place. For any mistake you make, the old construction plans require the building of an additional level, so you need to aim higher in order to achieve your goal. So various things I've just laid out here. This happens to be the camp, and we have various columns. There are different amounts. There's 30 yellow, 20 red, 8 white, 6 blue, and 12 black. You also have various cards in here too, which represent the various levels of difficulty for trying to complete tasks. So what I'll show you here is the stuff over here. Now I have zoomed out, so this isn't in 4K, but over here we have got the easy cards, which I'll show you in a second. Whilst I'm doing this, please hit the notification bell, the subscribe button, and of course let me know your thoughts in the comments, ideally in YouTube. Aside from that, if you do go through via the comments and the comments let you know about any kind of updates, and the same for the description too. But also you can follow through on Linktree. You can support the channel over on Instagram, Patreon and Facebook. And over here, you'll find this also in that cooperative playlist, along with the how to set up, play and review playlist. So this represents the tile levels, the amount of floors we need to complete. The ground floor is not classed as a floor. So right now we are looking to complete, let's say, 5 levels. So there we have it. That's what we're trying to do. But initially it is just 3 levels we're trying to get to. And what we're trying to do over here is see what we can get out first. So firstly, you are going to take 3 of these tiles and you are going to arrange them. So you're going to randomly grab them out of the bag and place them something like this. So they all have quite interesting shapes. You can talk about them like axes and diamonds and Eiffel Tower or flames, whatever. Something like that. And then you're all going to be drawing the amount of columns equal to the difficulty. The difficulty on hard is going to be 4. But it's going to be 5 on medium and 6 on easy. So again, depending on the players, you're going to be grabbing the amount. So I've grabbed 5, and then now I'm going to think if I'm going to go first. So if you're going to go first, it's the person who's been up to the highest level most recently. So I'm going to now place out tokens. Now I need to decide if I want to go easy, medium or difficult. So if I happen to go easy, I'll be placing out 1 token. So I can place out 1 column. If I went to medium, I'll be placing out 2. And in this instance, if I place it hard, there's all kinds of other stuff that gets in the way. So for now, let's just do a medium. So I'm placing out 2 columns here. Let's just say I place out a red and a yellow. But before I choose which difficulty I'm taking, I can swap out other things. And the reason why is you might want to try and complete columns. Imagine it's someone else's turn, and imagine they've now got some yellows. So imagine they swapped out the yellows, and they also placed out, got a similar card. To complete this, well now they have to place out one of these tokens. Now imagine what they placed out happen to have these symbols on the black. These are black. You're placing out the black tiled side of this column, or this pillar, instead of this side. So this side of the floor, not this side. But of course, if it happens to be black and white, you're placing it on that instead, and you're placing it out over whatever it is you think you're most stable. So here we go. It's now placed out. We've now got blues in the mix as well. And as I'll show you, there are different things coming up. So some of them times they're just black, sometimes they're black and white, sometimes they're just white. And you do know the distribution in advance. You can look through it. So there are some tips and tricks. And here you are, so you can see exactly the different kind of layouts if you go for easy, medium or difficult, and things you can be using, which I'll let you discover in your own course as to whether things are suitable. So what do I think of the game? Well, yes, it is perilous. I did think it was quite hard, and it is more intricate compared to other dexterity games I've played. A lot more detailed. Unlike games such as Jenga, you can use both hands, and you can slot things under already built floors. Now, the way the game ends is depending on how well you've done. You might actually want to extend your base to make it a bit more stable. So if you want to be placing out this over here, you always have to have 2 sides touching. So 2 tips touch over here. So I actually didn't need to place this one here because it's got 3 tips. Then that also extends the amount of difficulty because now you need to build 4 floors. So that's the ground floor. You've built 1 floor. You've got to keep on going. The game ends not when you've reached the amount of floors that you need to get to, but it ends actually when either the bag runs out of these, so you can't draw enough columns to take your turn, or when this runs out, which happened to be on our occasion, we happened to reach our 6th floor that we needed to get to because we had more of these. We actually managed to get up to the 7 to cause that to end, or when all of the construction cards go. So there's 3 different ways the game ends, and of course you lose if your tower collapses. Now you can see my photos over on Instagram to see how the tower was built, and hopefully you found that of interest. So if you want to see anything else, please let me know your thoughts, and I'll pack this away, and of course I'll tell you it's going to go back to the table.